How do you know whether to draw and write time to the hour or half hour?
Hi there! It's very windy today, so it shouldn't be long before these clothes are dry. I heard one of the people who lives in the house say the clothes would probably be dry at, Oops! I forgot! Click the clothes to see what time the person said they'd be dry. Yes, 9:30. So, the clothes will probably be dry right around 9:30. I wonder where the hour and minute hands on a clock point when it's 9:30.
Barbara goes to the store at 6 o'clock. Let's find the clock that shows 6 o'clock. What time does the first clock show? The hour hand is halfway between the 6 and the 7. And the minute hand is pointing to the 6. This clock shows the time to the half hour. It doesn't show 6 o'clock, it shows 6:30. What about the second clock? What time does it show? The hour hand points to the 6, and the minute hand points to the 12. This clock shows a time to the hour. It shows 6 o'clock, the time Barbara goes to the store. Let's try another problem. Barbara takes Ria for a walk at 4:30. Which clock shows 4:30? This clock shows a time to the hour, 4 o'clock. So we know that this can't be the clock we're looking for. Let's cross it out. Which of these two clocks shows 4:30? At 4:30, the hour hand points halfway between the 4 and the 5, and the minute hand points to the 6. Both clocks show a minute hand pointing to the 6. Look at the hour hand on the first clock. Is the hour hand pointing halfway between the 4 and the 5? No, the hour hand is pointing halfway between the 5 and the 6. Look at the hour hand on this clock. Is the hour hand pointing halfway between the 4 and the 5? Yes, the hour hand is pointing halfway between the 4 and the 5. What about the minute hand? Does it point to the 6? Yes, the minute hand points to the 6. So this clock shows 4:30, the time Barbara takes Ria for a walk. This clock shows the time 7 o'clock. How does a digital clock show time? It shows the hour and the number of minutes after the hour. The colon separates the hour from the number of minutes. This digital clock shows that the hour is 7 o'clock, and there are 0 minutes after the hour. Now look at this clock. The hour hand is pointing to the 7. Where should the minute hand point? Click the number that the minute hand should point to show 7 o'clock. Great job! The minute hand points to the 12 to show 7 o'clock. Look at this digital clock. What time does it show? The clock shows that the hour is 7 o'clock. And there are 30 minutes after the hour, so the time is 7:30. Now look at this clock. The hour hand is halfway between the 7 and the 8. Where should the minute hand point? Click the number that the minute hand should point to show 7:30. Great job! The minute hand should point to the 6. The clock shows 7:30.
Hey, Jeannie, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just doing some math work.
What is it about?
Oh, it's about crocs.
Crocs?
Yes, short for crocodiles. Crocs are reptiles. You know, they have very sharp teeth. And just like other reptiles, they're cold-blooded.
Wait a minute, Jeannie.
Yeah?
This question is about clocks, not crocs.
Oopsie doopsie.
All right, let's do it together.
Okay.
All right, you silly, silly thing. All right, Joey tried to show 6 o'clock. Let's explain how to change the clock to make it correct. So this was Zoe's attempt.
Yes.
Okay, but we see that actually, I think as nice as this is, it's not quite right.
Why?
Well, because let's think what 6 o'clock means. 6 o'clock means that the hour hand, which is the shorthand, has to be pointing to the 6. And the minute hand, which is the long hand, that has to be pointing right up to 12.
Oh.
Now look what she did. She kind of did the opposite, didn't she? She put the long hand pointing at 6 and the short hand pointing at 12. So she has the hour hand pointing to 12 and the minute hand pointing to 6.
Well, that's very easy to confuse.
Absolutely. This is a very, very common mistake. But if we think about the fact that 6 o'clock means that the hour is 6, that means the hour hand has to point to 6, and we have to have the minute hand pointing straight up to 12. So a correct answer would be, and look how close this looks to what Zoe did.
Oh, yes, yes.
It looks very close, but notice now that the hour hand, which is the shorter one, is pointing to 6, and the minute hand, which is the longer one, is pointing straight up to 12. That means this is 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's what 6 o'clock looks like on a clock.
That's right, and we've done it. That answers the question.
Oh, good. You know what?
What?
Clocks and watches are just so useful.
That's true.
They tell you when to get up in the morning.
That's right.
They tell you when to go to bed at night.
That's right.
Oh, when you need to start school.
That's right.
Oh, they tell you. Whoa! They tell you when you're going to be late for basketball practice. I gotta go. I'm going to be late. Oh.
Bye-bye, Jeannie. Have fun with math. We'll both see you soon.